And find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Following the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
So I want to say that they are not important at all because emotional fragility is at an all-time high. But that wouldn't be facts, right? That wouldn't be truth because emotions do matter. It's just that emotions are internal data. They give you insight. They are not always truth. And they are not always permission to act however you want. So your emotions, they tell you what you care about. But just because you care doesn't mean that everyone else should. They tell you that something feels off, but feeling off doesn't always mean that something is wrong. They give you clues, but they're not always a green light to react. And here's where emotional maturity comes in, right? You can feel angry and still choose not to destroy everything in your path. You can still be hurt and decide that you're going to show up as your best self because growth is when you actually lead, not your emotions. Growth is when you choose character over chaos. So yes, emotions are important enough for you to listen to them, but never so important that they should lead your life for you.
You already know. I love that sister's work. That sister right there, Raquel Hopkins, she cooks with the rarest of grease. You know, it's umami grease. I love her work, man, because she's going to hold you accountable. Now, in 2019, I wrote a book called The Holographic Relationships, right? The Holographic Relationship. And we talked about in that book how your whole story goes with you, right? No matter what happens, your whole story goes with you. You could be wearing a mask, right? That doesn't matter. Your mask doesn't matter. Energetically, spiritually, your whole story comes with you. That's why I use the term holographic. Of course, the term itself means whole writing. So, we live in a society where people say they deserve certain things that they haven't earned internally. What you have externally is a mirror reflection of what you've earned or ran from internally. So, we're having this discussion tonight about how no one can really save you, right? And so I peel back the layers of this holographic principle, the holographic mirror of relationship, seeing the self that sees the other. Now, according to Bentov's theory of the oscillating universe, that implies that every pulse of consciousness reverberates across the holographic field. Nothing seen exists independently from the seer. Thus, the other becomes a prism through which we decode our own frequency. Every argument, every attraction, every rupture, these are mirrors shimmering around unowned fragments of our own selfhood. Krishnamurti insisted that perception without the perceiver is pure intelligence. Who is the perceiver for most people in intimate relationships? The past, experience, what they've been through. Krishnamurti said it in such an eloquent way, but it was simple and it was economical in his choice of words. He said, knowledge is just a reflex of memory. So wounds are the memory of a happening, of an event that happened. But we have elevated the wound to a leadership position in our spirit. Now it's choosing partners. Then you get the partner that represents the part of yourself you don't like, which is why you ultimately begin to not like them. You find fault in them. Then instead of claim, it becomes blame. If you would just act right, if you would just show up right. Again, Krishnamurti insisted that perception without the perceiver. Can you see your partner without your past? Without the goggles of your past? Without the misunderstanding that came from your ex? Without the misunderstanding that still lives in the relationship with your primary caregiver? Talk to me, precious. I need your help. Help me navigate, child. Help me get through it.
Well, these are very sophisticated explanations. And when you're in your day-to-day life, you're not really thinking, as was suggested earlier in the show, right? We move from thinking to automating.
Right.
It's necessary to be conscious, to show up consciously, to be willing to examine the self.
Right.
Listen, I've been divorced, so I'm as well guilty of these things, right? And some of the pain that I've experienced in relationship has allowed me to deepen my perspective. I had to understand myself more. You have to understand yourself more. A lot of times when people come to me for couples counseling, I let each person tell their side.
Get it off your chest.
Get it off your chest, because it really doesn't matter.
Right.
What is it that you are willing to do to be in relationship with this person? What is it you're willing to do inside of yourself to be in relationship? Is your partner wrong and you're right? If you're looking at it from wrong and right, you're going about it backwards.
Right.
Now, I will tell you this. There are instances where it is not safe to be in relationship.
Right.
Physical safety,
right.
Psychological safety,
right.
Spiritual safety, but if there's that level of safety, practice with your partner. Be willing to let them grow. Every moment you spend on pointing the finger at the other person, like my mama said, there are 4 fingers pointing back at you. Do the work.
Do the work.
Do the work.
Lord have mercy. The lady is in here not giving nobody. Precious. One more time, Andy. She in here cooking. Yo, she's in here wilding. I love it. 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 Listen, and I think we have to take a more serious angle for relationships.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because relationships, for the most part, are superficial. They're hurtful. They're neglectful. They're dismissive. Right?
Can be.
I'm listening to people, and I'm not talking about everybody, of course. I'm just talking about the prevailing, narratives that are out there. And I'm just looking at people. You gotta show up for me in a certain kind of way. And then if you flip it and ask this all-important question, have you let yourself down? Is that a way of life for you?
Yeah.
Are you asking me to show up in spaces and places where you won't show up for yourself? Look at it this way. Could it be that I'm here because you didn't show up for yourself?
Oh, it is.
Talk to me.
It is. It is. That is it. That's the part where the mirror or the reflection comes in. Also, the communication. People were saying communication is key. No, I'm communicating. You're not understanding, right? And so that is a ball of energy that moves back and forth in relationship.
Yes.
Because there's semantics.
Yes.
People enter in relationship through attraction, but compatibility is more important than attraction. And compatibility means that we work together well.
Alignment.
Alignment.
I always say choose alignment over rightness.
Yes.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. We got callers on the line. Let's get them in here. Let's talk. Attila from Houston, Texas is in the building. You already know what it is. What are your thoughts, niece?
Hey, yo. Oh my gosh, this is like so perfect. This is so, I love this topic. Hi, Precious.
Hi,
How you doing?
Attila. I'm blessed, thank you.
Right.
How are you?
Precious.
I'm all right. I'm actually good. So I wanted to kind of get y'all's take on something. I had written a true or false question to Unc, and I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. But essentially it just says that outsourcing sovereignty is like mimicking learned helplessness, but you're also scapegoating your partner. And I say you're scapegoating them into the role of defender and destroyer of your ego, because I think something that has like recently dawned on me is that part of what I was trying to save was not just the relationship, but also save face, save ego.
Yeah, that's big. That's big.
Go ahead.
That's big. Because a lot of people are showing up in relationship. You ain't being honest. You're not being honest with yourself. You're not being honest with your person, because you want to be accepted by them. So you're playing up to their needs, their wants, their desires. And if you're accountable and you say, you know what, it's not you, it's me. People don't want to do that. So they will save face and they will put it off on the outsource that opportunity for growth to their partner versus inside the self. Tell your person that I need something different than what you need. Everybody ain't monogamous. Everybody is not meant to be married. Everybody is not meant to be a great parent. Know your stuff.
Right.
And
100%.
what you're bringing into relationship.
Yeah. Attila?
100%. I would say yes.
You know, I was going to say, keep going, child. Keep going.
Yeah,
you got Precious on the line. Talk to her,
say
child.
what I need, what I really feel like I need, not just from myself, but just from people in general, like around me, is emotional intelligence, the ability to communicate effectively, you know, the ability to address when you're defensive.
Wait, hold on. When you say communicate effectively, are you is that a euphemism for communicating directly? I just want to make sure.
That as well.
Yeah.
That as well. I do feel like direct communication is more effective for me, but I don't necessarily mind if someone is indirect. I think it's the ability to clarify what you mean that's really important to me. And something that I realized is that in the process of me over-explaining, I'm like, you know, it really doesn't matter if, like, I continue to explain to this person what it is that I think and feel, because they're not in touch with where they think and feel. It doesn't matter. Like, am I in touch with what I'm thinking and feeling in this moment, and can I honor that? And I think that's something that is coming to me.
You know, Attila, this also reminds me, you cannot get everything that you need socially or in relationship from your partner.
From one person.
Yeah, sometimes you need to talk to your
not.
girlfriends, your sister friends, and have intellectually stimulating conversations. Maybe when you go home, what you need to be is quiet.
So you telling me every relationship is a village of invites?
Potentially.
Potentially.
I like that. A village of invites is fun.
You can only be invited to this village now, and it's a small village. We can't have a community, but we gotta.
Yeah.
And got to be selective, right? And I think that's what I've been missing. Like, I think that having like an open heart has been an issue. Sorry.
No, that's good. Let it out. You're having discovery. That's not an issue.
But with the open heart, you got to remember, there can't be fear of vulnerability. The more fear, the more closed the heart. So once you,
I'm not scared at all.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of the vulnerability at all. But I think that I spent a lot of time being vulnerable with people who cannot return it.
But is that true vulnerability? If you are opening yourself to a wall, is that real vulnerability? Real vulnerability is when you are seen and you let those waters flow. Atala, my suggestion to you is to lean into the vulnerability. It will bring you into vibrational alignment with the person that can receive it. And it may not look like you think it does when it shows up.
I know, and this is very powerful what she's saying. When you lean into the vulnerability, she said vibrational alignment. Now listen to what this is across universes. Not just with you and this person. This is across universes. This is why I always say, don't perform the high concept. Embody it.
Right.
It's easy to perform care.
Right.
Consideration.
Yeah. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the performance is, what am I going to get back? This is why I always use the analogy of the Good Samaritan in the Bible. We don't even know that man's name. Because he wasn't there for fame. He wasn't there for acknowledgement. He wasn't there for payback.
Service.
He embodied service. And that aligned him to a certain place of existence across universes. We still talking about an unknown man today.
And Atala,
okay, hold tight. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. When we come forward, Lord have mercy. The fire is getting hotter. Let's keep it going.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
On Thursday evening, November 6th, you're invited to the next KBLA Talk 1580 Altadena Town Hall meeting. This time we're convening at Victory Bible Church, 1497 North Hill Avenue in Pasadena. The town hall will once again be broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580 from 4 to 6 p.m. on Thursday, November 6th. But you're invited to join us in person for this urgent and necessary community conversation. The theme for this Altadena Eaton Canyon Fire Town Hall is Understanding the Wildfire Recovery Compensation Fund. The primary focus of this gathering is to inform residents about Southern California Edison's newly launched Wildfire Recovery Compensation Program and provide clarity on eligibility and the claims process. There are plenty of questions to be asked, and only KBLA Talk 1580 has the right moderators to ask the tough questions, the right stakeholders and community activists to share their insights, and we have confirmed the participation of corporate executives from Southern California Edison to answer our queries. So be sure to join us at Victory Bible Church in Pasadena, 1497 North Hill Avenue on Thursday, November 6th. The event is free and open to the public, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. That's KBLA1580.com. Light refreshments will be served immediately following the live town hall. This KBLA Talk 1580 Altadena Rising Town Hall is brought to you by Quinn Emanuel Trial Lawyers and the Black Freedom Fund.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I love my life, I love my wife, but bad times prevail and overwhelm me. I'm living in hell, but living wealthy, and know these hoes love me. Because I'm a star, I can't even cop a drink at the bar. Give me some bottles of that Remy Martin.
Most adults can't handle their emotions. The vast majority of adults are just 8-year-old kids in big bodies.
Yeah.
When kids are overwhelmed emotionally, they run away from you. What do adults do? We avoid confrontation. Same thing.
Yeah.
When a kid doesn't get what they want, what do? They go sulk in the corner. What does an adult do? They give you the silent treatment. When a child is at a store and they don't get the toy they want, they flop on the floor and they throw a tantrum. It's exactly what adults do. They rage text at you. They flip you off at traffic. They vent at you. And so these are all examples of when somebody gets flooded with emotion and they have not developed the capacity or skill to actually process it. So they tend to either shove it down and then pout or give you the silent treatment or lie about how they feel or drink it away, or they vomit it at you. And for years, I had this inability to protect myself from outside stress. And I had this inability to process all the frustration and inconsiderate behavior and the tension that I felt. And so I just would literally take it out on the people that I care about. And when I started to recognize, okay, I'm just like 8 years old. Like there's a little third grader in my body right now. Mel, I don't want to act like this anymore. How do I get control of this? Well, you get control of it by, first of all, recognizing that this is everybody. And so what I also love about this is that if you have somebody in your life that's emotionally volatile, or narcissistic in their personality style, we tend to fear them.
Yeah.
And tiptoe around them. When you start to imagine that your boss is just an 8-year-old kid on the other end of that nasty email, you pity them. And it's not a demeaning.
Man, Mel Robbins up here cooking with truffle oil. Listen, we got to make these conversations engaging, nuanced, rich, because otherwise, this is boring.
Absolutely.
Right? Relationships are supposed to be fun and relationships are supposed to be easy. Nah. Relationship is soul work.
Deep.
Do you understand?
Deep soul work.
You can read the words in a book, but you are living in a relationship. I love Alfred Korzybski. He says, the map is not the territory. And he's talking about words. See, we say, oh, we got a relationship with God. Through the word or through experience?
Are you experienced?
Direct embodiment of it. See, and relationship helps you get to that space. As a matter of fact, Andy, do me a solid before I go back to Ottawa. Like, I got to do it. You put on Lil Mo. I'm going to need Lil Mo and Fabulous. I just need a good 45 seconds of Lil Mo and Fabulous. We got to get this right. Yes, because she said she was ready to get married in that song. They talked about being together. Let me tell you something. A ceremony is a symbol. Living together is the reality. Come on, bring this record in, man.
I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to buy a house, and I'm ready to change my last name. Ready to have some kids, ready for the life to live, and all I've had to give. I've been your superwoman for so long, ready to be your wife.
Little M.O.
Because you're crazy for this one. Shout it. Now that love's taking over, I'm 100% sure that it's here to stay. I ain't got no issue standing in my way, and I ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. So make it official. We ain't getting no younger, baby. When I'm ready to be with you, together for always. Children is to hope through sickness and through health. The nights are crazy, baby. Can you live with it? Loving me for life, to heaven, home forever, baby. Ride or die, do us part. Let's make it last.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Archaeologists have found dozens of unmarked graves at Tulsa's Oak Lawn Cemetery during the latest search for 1921 race massacre victims.
We have now documented 31 new graves that were not previously recorded or otherwise marked.
2 sets of remains have been exhumed so far. Officials say no direct link to the massacre has been confirmed. Black Congressman Kwesi Mfume has introduced a resolution of inquiry seeking answers on the Trump administration's alleged use of partisan messaging on government sites and emails. He says the actions may violate the Hatch Act and laws requiring federal programs to remain nonpartisan. And a stretch of Great Jones Street in Lower Manhattan, New York is being renamed for iconic artist Jean-Michel Basquiat, honoring his legacy as a visionary black creator who reshaped modern art. Basquiat lived and worked there from 1983 until his death in 1988. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Farm Safe 811 starts with you. Always call 811 and wait for any underground lines to be marked.
Always keep safety in the back of your mind. Just stay humble.
For more information, go to farmsafe811.org.
Follow the leader.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Follow the leader.
Oh my God. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Yo, this is Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I got another incredible black-owned business for you. Your podcast deserves more than a closet and a prayer. It deserves a green screen that makes your haters jealous. Do you need 4K so crisp you can see their ego? Mics that catch whispers and rants? Hey, a stage that turns Aunt Mildred into Beyonce. Listen, all you got to do is check out OneStream.tv, Inglewood Studio Playground, where backyard dreams get VIP upgrades. They've got cameras, mics, stages, step and repeat, everything you need. Lights that flatter people who never get flattering. They got all you need to produce the podcast of your dreams. Listen, their rates are as low as $75 an hour. Yes, really. Swing by 740 Centinela Ave. Call 323-296-4444. Once again, that's 323-296-4444. Trust me, my brother Mike will take care of you. OneStream.tv.
I'm talking lights, camera, action. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality healthcare, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Wait. Hold on. You gonna come in here with Jermaine Jackson? Produced by Stevie Wonder? Wait, hold on. You know my playlist is my co-host. Y'all already know. Wait a minute. Hold on. Jermaine got slappers.
Yeah.
Right? He got slappers.
Yeah.
What's that one he got? One thing I noticed. You like me too? Is that the record? he got a slapper that he don't get enough credit for. Now, you know,
doesn't get enough credit, period.
Jermaine, boy, that's him and Michael now. We not talking. Hold on, put that back in the holster.
I need to see your ID, sir.
Put that back in the holster. What is the I Like You, I think is the name of the record. That's the record. Even DJ Quick
sampled it.
I mean, if you gonna go Jermaine, you know, Jermaine was low-key a hater, you know, competing with his brother, you know, a little bit. But I'm just saying, Jermaine had records. You know, my brother Andy knows that I be on this music thing. And I believe that the songs we select, right, they actually reflect the topic we be on. Nope. No, don't
That
get.
sound like Eddie Murphy.
Don't get his misses. Oh, this was cold too. Don't take it personal. Come on, man. Jermaine, let's get a little Jermaine. Come on. Hey.
The time has come in my life for me to move on and get on.
Let me get on.
With my life.
Come on, Jermaine.
Oh, but I don't regret no every precious moment that we spent. They were well said.
Come on, Jermaine.
Oh, girl, yes, they were. Yes, they
Jermaine said, I ain't a background singer, man. Come on.
Don't be sad. Don't be blue. You have your whole life ahead.
Got your whole life ahead. You'll be all right.
You're going to be okay.
Love was here. Now
it's gone.
So it's time you keep moving on. Don't take it personal.
Take the bitter with the sweet. Come on, Jermaine.
Easy come, easy go.
Hey. Cop and blow.
Third, ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to see how free you truly are, look no further than the moments when you overreact. A word, a glance, a memory, so small, yet it ignites a wildfire inside you, and before you know it, you're carried away, dragged by waves of anger, fear, or regret. What if you could break this chain? What if you could stand where the storm begins and refuse to be swept away? Listen closely. If you stay with me till the end, you'll understand not only how to kill overreaction, but how to master the hidden force that rules your entire life, your emotions. Begin with this simple truth. You are not your reaction. A reaction is just energy, a ripple on the surface of your awareness. Most people confuse the ripple for the ocean. They panic, they defend, they attack. All because they believe the ripple defines them. But when you learn to observe, when you sit quietly with what rises inside you, you will see a space open up. This space is freedom. This space is power. And it begins with the power of observation. Next time you feel rage burning your chest or worry tightening your throat, do nothing. Watch it. Feel its shape. Breathe into it. Like a fire starved of oxygen, it starts to shrink. You don't need to silence your mind. You only need to stop fueling its noise. The moment you watch without judgment, you sever the fuel line. From here, you can choose to respond instead of react. A reaction is an explosion. A response is a gentle wave, deliberate and calm. Between what happens and how you answer, there's a tiny gap. This gap is where mastery lives. Use your breath to anchor you to this gap. Inhale, Feel the world return to you. Exhale. Release the poison that begged you to lash out. And then, when the mind wants to drag you back into the story, the insult, the betrayal, the fear of what may come.
Man, Alan Watts is talking about mindfulness, centering oneself, clearing away the wound's lens that we are so accustomed to looking at our partner through, at the world through. It's heavy stuff.
Heavy.
Love it. Love it. And it's necessary for healthy relationships. Atala, I want to get you in here and get your final thought.
Okay, wait. Say that last part again. Sorry, it cut out.
No, I was just saying I want to get you in here to get your final thought.
My final thought is I would like to move away from the position of accepting abuse as love.
Oh, that's
beautiful. That's my final thought.
Okay.
Can I say something to
Yes,
you, Atala? First of all,
please.
thank you for your vulnerability in this moment. Thank you. Okay? And focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Attract, not chase. Align, not seek. There is no abuse in that. Because the spirit hears abuse and you're getting what you're asking for. Focus on what you want. Align. Attract.
B.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
B.
I need a session with you, Precious.
Yes, you
I
do.
need a past life regression. I don't know.
Sir,
I don't know if you know. I be making mojo bags too. I be doing rituals. Like, I'm trying to learn. You know what I mean?
No, Precious,
And it's just,
tell her
I
her
feel like the
website.
more I'm learning, the more attacks I'm getting. Oh, I have her website already. I'm going to post it.
Withprecious.com. I've had my first session with one of the listeners this week.
Oh,
so,
that's
yes.
beautiful. Let's keep it cooking. Atala, guess what you just did?
I brought you in the building.
Precious! We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We got another call on the line. Let's get him in here ASAP. Oh, wait. We can bring him in. Okay, cool. Here we go. Nicole from Los Angeles. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, so much good stuff has happened. The two things I think that resonated with me most highly were this idea of perception, and how it's always based on our past experience, right? Like our which defines our knowledge as we move forward. I think what's important in relationship is to realize as we're observing someone else, if we observe something that gets us off kilter, we don't like, makes us mad, we don't react, right? Like this last quote said, we take a breath, we respond, we communicate with our friend group to process our emotions so that we can then respond to the person we might be having the issue with. Because perception is okay, and being defined by our past is all we really have. But to react through continuous sources of pain keeps us in pain. And I think for your beautiful niece and her discussion about vulnerability, from my perspective, it is not about how it is received. Your capacity to be vulnerable is yours alone. The reception of it is the person's responsibility.
I love it.
And I think the more you are vulnerable, the more you perceive things and you catch what your triggers are, this idea of alignment with what you want, not necessarily can come more quickly to pass, but definitely more easily comes to pass because it's what you begin to expect for yourself as you grow.
Yeah.
I love that.
And if you can understand that your alignment is what you are, it helps you to bring in that desire, that layer of desire. You'll know that you've achieved it when you start to see it reflected.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, alignment starts when you start loving your ugly. A lot of people don't like that. That inner ugly, the parts of yourself that you disown. Yeah, that is alignment. Carl Jung called it individuation, where you merge the shadow with the mask you wear and become a whole person. We are fragments expecting someone else to care for us as a fragment. No, we're just bringing in more fragments.
Right. Yeah. I remember when my duty is to the light, but I was trying to be all light. And when I received that I was to engage my dark, not the dark, my dark, I was like, oh, hold up. It's a lot of stuff in there.
Right.
Can't just bury it. You have to process it.
Nicole, I got a question for you.
Hi. Yes, sir.
Guess what you just did, sweetheart?
I brought LA in the house.
Yes, you did. Los Angeles is in the house. When we come forward, Precious and I will land this plane.
Let's land.
I remember when we met, your eyes I can't forget. They told me a lot about you. From the look upon your face, this feeling I could trace. Girl, it's like you needed love. Ooh, that smile you gave from my hello would light up my world all aglow. But I just kept my cool. And the more I saw your face, you'd start to stare in space, trying to find.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and Brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
You ready?
You're invited to the KBLA Talk
1580 Community Health and Wellness Fair on Saturday, November 8th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Catch at Audubon Middle School in Leimert Park, 4120 11th Avenue. Join us for a day of health, healing, and community connection. There will be health screenings, immunizations, wellness information, a Catch Charter School recruitment fair, plus music and healthy snacks. And it's all free at the KBLA Talk 1580 Community Health and Wellness Fair, Saturday, November 8th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Audubon Middle School in Leimert Park, 4120 11th Avenue. Come out and bring the entire family. And if you have not yet checked out our KBLA Health and Wellness Hub, you should at KBLA1580.com. KBLA Talk 1580 thanks Catch Charter School, Prudential, Eastside, Cedar Sinai, and St. John's Community Health. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe that a healthy community is a thriving community.
That's right, baby.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
So nice had to play it twice.
Come on, man. Jermaine was on one.
I remember when we met, your eyes I can't forget. They told me a lot about you. From the look upon your face, this feeling I could trace. Girl, it's like you needed love. Ooh, that smile you gave from my hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the smooth grooves of the VOR. You know what we do here. We rattle your spirit, but we also play the vibes, the music. You know my playlist is my co-host. Y'all know what it is, man. Come on. Precious and I have been on complete fire tonight. Precious, I would love for you to tell folk where they can find you. How do they connect?
You can find me with precious.com. And that's my landing page until my actual website is up. And you can put an inquiry in and it'll come to my email and we can connect from there.
And then we move from there. Precious, if you could give people a word of advice as it pertains to tonight's conversation. Because what's really important about relationships is the discovery of self.
Yes.
And if you miss those opportunities, you have to reenact them. So can you talk to them about, or give them just a word of advice about how to be aware?
My word of advice, yes. If you meet someone and you feel excited and turned on and revved up, turn in the other direction. Do what brings your heart peace, because it's a space of peace that you can do your work. You cannot do your work. You cannot hear the spirit. You cannot connect when you are excited. You have to be in a place of peace. So connect with the one that brings you or adds to your state of peace.
Right.
That's what I would say.
I love this, man. I love this. And I always like to put a little button on it. I always tell people, man, know the difference between peace and quiet.
It's a difference.
Okay? You can carry peace anywhere.
That's the truth.
Quiet got to be maintained. If you got to maintain it, it's not peace. Right? Peace is in you.
It's in you.
What was Jesus doing on the boat when the storm was going?
I don't know. I was a bad Christian.
He was asleep. There's a full hurricane going on.
He had that peace.
He was asleep. They had to wake Jesus up. Peace is he in the storm. Was he the eye of the storm? The scripture says, let all your eyes become one. Was he the eye? Everybody else is panicked. See, everybody is trying to maintain peace, maintain order through control. What is the opposite of control?
Release.
Because fear.
Fear. Okay.
That's why you want to control.
Right.
Because you're afraid I'm going to lose this person. You're afraid that it ain't going to work out. So you try to control it. They were trying to control the ship. Jesus was asleep. And God would say, hey, settle down. It's good. And what did he say to the ocean, to the storm? Peace, be still.
Be still.
Be still. Listen, if you're maintaining your peace, you're not at peace. Jesus said, peace, be still. And it was done.
Mm-hmm.
The same peace he had when he was asleep, he had when he was awake. He said, peace, be still, and went on about his business. That's how peace works. We're not peace maintenance workers, but that's what this society has turned it into. And I love that piece you gave us. Know the difference between the two. If you're maintaining quiet and calling it peace, that's work. And then there's going to be peace fatigue. Ladies and gentlemen, we started the conversation. It's really up to you to finish it. Nobody on this show claims to be 100% right about everything. That's not what we do. We encourage you to take this conversation even further than we have. Let's continue this dialogue. I'll be back tomorrow, my Friday, with another slapper to end the week. Precious, I love you. One more second. Tell them one more time where they can find you.
Withprecious.com.
Withprecious.com. Yes, she came. She saw. She conquered. We love y'all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Deuces.
Answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend